everyone. I wanted to make a quick video because I've been asked what is my process that I do at the very beginning of starting a journal. I know a lot of my videos are done with the finished product and doing the flip throughs, but I wanted to show you what it is that I'm working on at the very beginning. I'm starting Julie. The channel is Dear Julie every day at 10:30 California time. She starts, so that's 12:30 here, right after I have my lunch, so I'm all happy and ready to go. She does a challenge every month, and this month it's a Just Junk Journal challenge. And so she's given us a list of things that we are supposed to do. And so I print out the list and go through it. And we were to make a list of 15 different elements, like a pocket tag, waterfall, different things like that she's taught us how to do over the years. And then we put that in a bowl, and in another bowl we put like if we're going to use a napkin, a calendar, playing cards, and so you draw them out and you get what you're going to make. And then after that you have your list that you're going to do. So I have my list now. 3 of the things that we were supposed to do: a cover, a tassel, and an ephemera holder. We pick out of our list those 3 things. And so on my cover I am going to use an old book, and I wanted to show you first the digitals. We are supposed to use 12 pages of Julie's digitals, and I chose to use as my foundational theme for my journal, it is going to be her Woodland Hummingbirds. She has 2 hummingbird digitals in her Etsy store, and I love these Woodland hummingbirds. The ones that are the hummingbirds have 2 kits. This hummingbird, you can see it's got more of a whimsical hummingbird, and it's in a purple palette, and I think they are beautiful. But that, I went ahead and as I was looking, I decided to go towards her Woodland hummingbirds. So you can see the difference in what the Woodland hummingbirds look like with those brown tones. We've got some green shades that are just really striking for me. And I guess maybe because winter's here and we've got a little bit more brown, it's hard for me to think those bright, beautiful purple colors. And so this is the colors that I'm going to go with. And then I cut my pages apart for that, but because I needed 12 pages, I wanted something that was going to be a foundational page. So she has these the digital is called Antique Book Leaf Pages, end leaf pages. And so there's several different printings that you can do, different sizes of that end page. And this one is a little bit more straight for those who can't handle wonky. And then here it is, a smaller print. So I printed those to pull out the green. And then she has one that's called a grungy lace. And so I printed that to bring out the browns so that I'd have all 12 of my pages. And when you have a page that has pieces like this, where she calls it a 6-pack, and it is where these are upside down from those so that you can flip it up, and they are both right side up now, and you can have then a where it flips out and you can do a journal pockets that flip. So you use the whole page. Even if it's the ephemera, you use the whole page. So I got all of that ready. Then was going to use envelopes, and so yesterday I got out my different prints that are on these policy envelopes, and I'm going to coffee dye those today. And so I had to take the plastic off because wherever that plastic is at, and I said coffee, I'm going to use tea on this one because coffee goes a different shade of brown than the tea does, and so I want to do tea because it's going to lean more towards the brown I like. So I'm going to do that, and then I can put the plastic back over the window. I got all of that ready. And then on the list, on the cover, we can use a garment and we can use some linen. And so the piece of linen that I've used, I guess I should show you the cover. I have this cover here that is all fallen apart, and you can see how it's compromised in there, but I love the green color here for my hummingbird backgrounds. It looks really good, and so I will be using this piece of linen to fix the integrity of this. And so I'm going to try and keep that spine on there, and the way I'm going to do that is by adding this to the inside of the cover, and when I glue it down in the spine area, I will put some of the, it's called bookmaker's tape. I'm going to put bookmaker's tape on the other side of this and then put this over the top of it to enhance the integrity of that. And so hopefully that will make this then a journal that you feel comfortable in putting your story in. And I'm telling you, it just works out so well that where this cut work is done, I'm going to cut over on this side of it all the way around, because that's exactly the measurement I need to go on there. And it fit in there just so wonderfully. That's pretty special right there. That's one of those moments you go, oh, and you hear the angels singing, and they're like, yes. I had this woman 100 years ago creating this for just this moment. Probably not, but it works for me. So I'm going to get started. I wanted you to know ahead of time what I do. I come up with the digital. I feel the story come alive of the hummingbirds, and I love that in California you've still got your hummingbirds buzzing around your flowers. And so I like the title of this book where it says Enchanted Hill, because right now when I've got all that frost and snow outside, I would really love to see an enchanted hill where the butterflies and the hummingbirds and probably a toad or two. You know, I'm not adverse to toads, but how wonderful it'll be to have the journal, to be able to find your enchanted hill and write your stories in. So this digital that I'm using, you need to go and get from Julie. And I'm going to really, really push to get to the end of the month and get it done in time. And I call Bonnie Lipke an awful lot because Bonnie has done Julie's challenges from the very first one to this one. 64 challenges she's accomplished, and so she encourages me a lot on the way. There are people who haven't started the challenge yet, and we've got time. There's a whole team of women in the community that are going to encourage you to get it done. So jump on with me and let's do this Just Junk January challenge and see what we can do. And it's a lot of fun getting in the chat and visiting with each other. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you for listening to me. Bye-bye.